The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, doesn't...
It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check nickel. Check 3. Haywood. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throws right side, and that's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now Joe Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Mike, 58, right there. He's scared.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Hey, 0.
Makes it
Check 50, check 50.
4.
Right left. That's it. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Going 58's the Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Line
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gotta get the stop here, D. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Rush in. Hold up. Tempo. 99. Check 99. Hey, switch gears.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
14.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, and he hits Drake. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check. 56. Watch the pass. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. One left. You can't block Robo. You can't block me. Got it.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Wilson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
I got one.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
50. Here we go. Kill. Hatchet. Check 4.
He may try, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Russell Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
180! Check 53. Nice, sweetheart.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A first update now from Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Hey, alert! Check! Watch the ship! Hey, watch the ship! Check!
On 1st down, Drake.
Check!
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Check. Check 9. Hey, 0. Just got 4 down. You got tight right there. Undercrush.
Play action. Now Wilson. Here the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Why? Get wide. I'll go special. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get in there.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Check your hot read.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That's it, baby.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 27, Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Deuce. Right left. Check. Fresno.
Watch twist.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Wilson.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Number 53, Mike 53.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I'm coming. Hurry! Kings!
From the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Watch a slant.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They don't want it.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cecil. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Kill. Check. Check hot route. Let's go.
On second down now, Cecil. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
280.
58's the mic.
He's tired of me. Yo, Friday.
Joker.
Good guys, 4 down.
58.
Hey, 0.
Blue Dan. 58, boys. 58.
Off.
Mike. I got him. 58.
They go play action now. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, alert 33.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
At the Raiders' 32-yard line.
On second down, Cecil. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down. 4 down. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Kill. Safe.
Shift. Blue 15. Hey, alert. Zoom.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's got his man, Boyd. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Hey, alert. Zebra. Out. Green,
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Hines. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run again with Hines. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
57's the mic. 57.
Hey, Zoom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Mayfield. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Now, that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Now Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
I'm coming. Kill. Look left. Crunch. Jam him. Alert 3, alert. Hopper. Kill.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here I come again. He's checking.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Naeem Hines, 53 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker with the extra point. Back now in Cincinnati, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun. Bring out. Bam.
Check 43. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
28, Raiders 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go. Hey, Echo. Number 53, Mike.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Check 52.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Come on.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper.
Go, go, go.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Wilson on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
380. Two times.
Today's final score.
3 down, 3 down.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.